1,393 people were murdered in 2023. 1,393 people were murdered in 2023. This is 118 fewer than the 1,511 killed in the same period in 2022, representing a 7.8% decline. The St. James Police Division recorded the highest number of murders with 187, followed by St. Andrew South with 123. In addition to murders, cases of rape, robberies, and break-ins also declined. There were 411 reported rape cases, which is 87 fewer than the 498 recorded in 2022. Robberies went down by 141 from 921 to 780, while break-ins decreased by 127 from 997 to 870. Overall, crimes in Jamaica for 2023 declined by 10% or by 543 from 5,098 to 4,555. Portland Police urge timely reports of livestock theft. The Portland Police are encouraging livestock farmers to make timely reports to theft of their animals. Superintendent in charge of the parish, Lloyd Darby, said that too many farmers are making late reports, which hampers the ability of the police to nab those responsible for the theft. Sometimes it is long after the fact that they get the police involved, he lamented. Darby was addressing the recent monthly meeting of the Portland Municipal Corporation, where he reported that the police have heightened measures to prevent predatory larceny with special focus on livestock. He said officers have increased their presence in the communities. We are increasing our visits to BH slaughterhouses, he indicated. Darby noted that promoters will be asked to provide receipts indicating where and from whom they have purchased animals that are being prepared for social events. We have started in the new year. This will be rigorously enforced. We are looking to deter the buyers of stolen animals, he said. Meanwhile, Darby said that the police will be building on partnerships to reduce violence across the parish. He informed that the operational capacity of the Portland Police have been boosted with the additional of 11 constables in December. In addition, he said that during the month of November, 36 officers benefited from customer service and supervisory training provided by the Heart NSTA Trust. The superintendent is encouraging more young people in Portland to join the JCF. He noted that since last February, Portland has been operating as a recruiting center, and there is no need for persons to travel outside of the parish to sign up to join the force. nswma to get garbage collection boost with 50 incoming trucks. Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, Arthur Gordon, is promising that Jamaica's garbage collection program should improve this year, with 50 new trucks scheduled to arrive in the next few months. Mr. Gordon says the new trucks will also improve the country's bulky waste collection program. They are ordered now, and the supplier has assured us that they will be working tirelessly to ensure that we can get the trucks within the contracted period. So I'm saying that somewhere about late April to May, we should be in good stands with the additional 50 trucks, he advised. The 50 trucks will consist of regular compactor as well as smaller compactors to navigate difficult terrain. There will also be tipper trucks to enable the nswma's collection of bulky waste and continuation of its plastic separation initiative. At the same time, the nswma Executive Director warned that authorities will be taking a tougher stance on illicit dumping sites across the country in the new year. He urged people to containerize their garbage properly and desist from illicit dumping. Mr. Gordon said those caught dumping illegally will be punished. Public health danger. The Natural Resources Conservation Authority, NRCA, has served enforcement and warning notices on developers of a housing complex at 5 Graham Heights, St. Andrew, after consistent complaints from neighbors about an overflow of sewage water onto the public road that is posing a public health risk. For more than a year, residents as well as pedestrians have been subjected to the health risk as well as the stench from the sewage water flowing from the complex, which comprises apartments and townhouses. Except for about 2 days over the just end of the holidays, the water has been running from the complex onto the street, making life for us uncomfortable, one resident told reporters on Monday. Another resident noted that many people walking to work each morning are forced to jump over the stream of sewage water as it crosses the road with a complex run about 50 meters down to a culvert. It has become so bad now that just the other day I heard the people who walk up the road saying, "We reach Inawa who will know," she stated. One guy slipped in it the other day and almost fell. "I am now suffering the inconvenience of heat as I have to be closing my door and windows because of the stench," the person added. The residents further noted that the constant water flow has contributed to erosion of the heavy traverse road surface, a large pothole that had to be patched recently as it was proving a hazard to motorists. Attempts by reporters over the weekend to contact the developers were unsuccessful. A third resident said he had reported the problem to the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA in October 2022, and action was taken by the authority to have it corrected. It stopped for a while, but there were intermittent instances of the water flowing onto the street again. However, last December the problem worsened, and another report was made to NEPA, the resident said. In response, NEPA said it sent an enforcement officer who again inspected the site and reported that, while the system was drawn by a cesspool truck about an hour before his arrival, an engineer would need to examine it and advise on the way forward that will facilitate ceasing the discharge permanently. But with the problem persisting, NRCA on December 22, 2023 served the notices citing the developer for improper operation of a treatment plant. Effluent is an unacceptable risk to public health and natural resources in the area as it contains pathogens that can cause bacterial disease upon contact by members of the public. The authority also instructed the developer to immediately cease all operations of the treatment plant for the discharge of sewage effluent, submit to the authority a remediation plan to adequately address the contamination of the air within 7 days of the effective date of the notice, and undertake remediation of the area based on the approved plan to the satisfaction of the authority within the timelines approved in the remediation plan. Additionally, NRCA told the developer to apply for a license for the reconstruction, alteration of the sewage treatment plant, as well as the license for the operation of the plant and discharge of treatment effluent into the environment within 30 days of the date of the notice. UWI lecturers, senior admin staff set to January 5th to start industrial action over salary issues. January 5th is the date set for the academic and senior administrative staff at the University of the West Indies UWI Mona to start withholding grades as part of the industrial action if their demands for interim pay increases are not granted. The West Indies group of university teachers, Jamaica First, issued a threat to the university administration and the government on November 30, following an emergency meeting of members. The union, which represents approximately 900 academics, senior administrative and professional staff, escalated its concerns by issuing the January 5th date in a newsletter dated December 22nd with the headline Action Time. The president, Professor Paul Brown, says talks have been held with the university's management, but there have been no formal discussion with the ministries of Education and Finance. "A lot depends on what happens now clearly with the lined ministries," he told reporters. In the newsletter, the union said there has been no meaningful offer on the interim financial relief cost of living package while a compensation review takes place. The workers want an interim 25% increase in salary and associated allowances, payable no later than February 29. We, the West Indies Group of University Teachers Jamaica, ask you, our members, to act. The actions you take are to express to the Government of Jamaica and the University of the West Indies our total disgust at the situation, the document said. It said members should engage in all actions relevant to their job category. The 6 protest actions are withholding of markers, not attending meetings, not uploading course material, not holding academic advising meetings, not providing system support unless an emergency situation arises, and not providing learning support. Teaching is scheduled to resume for the second semester on January 22nd, but students expect to receive their grades much earlier to register for courses. Our main paymaster, the Government of Jamaica, is our target. Sadly, protest action is the only way now to get their attention, the letter said. We should exercise discretion and flexibility where required. We should at all costs avoid any long-term harm to those who we serve. The UWI and the Finance Ministry are reportedly finalizing the engagement of an international consulting firm to carry out the compensation review for employees at the institution. The report is anticipated in May 2024. Meanwhile, UWI Mona Registrar Dr. Donovan Stanberry said he could not say at this time whether the payment demand will be met. We are aware of the notice issued by WIGUT, and the management of the UWI Mona is fully engaged with the union to find a solution to the issue, adding that talks are also taking place with the government, he told reporters. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.